Hello and welcome to Long Time No See, the podcast, coming to you from Gold Diggers Recording Studios in Los Angeles, California. We'll be getting to know some of your favorite comedians a little bit better, and so will they. Each week's guests have no idea who the other guests will be, so without further ado, please remove your blindfolds and introduce yourselves.
How's it going, buddy? Whoa! How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
So introduce yourselves and then we'll get into it.
Hey, I'm Frankie Quiones. What's up, y'all?
I'm Dan Donahue.
We'll start off with, what was your most recent bomb and how did it compare to your worst bomb?
Most recent, man. Oh, I was doing a really small show in Orange County, and it was, I think, 7 audience members, and 5 of them were all part of a birthday. So yeah, it was like 4 women and 1 guy, and they were all part of a birthday, and they were yelling the whole time, and it was like an unwinnable situation. It felt, because even when you said something that you thought was funny, like most of the audience is them, so they're not gonna like laugh at it. So it was really bad. Yeah.
Nice. And then, I guess recent one. I don't know. I was just like low on sleep, and I was at this. I was opening up for a homie, and I don't know. I just like didn't have any energy, but I don't know, man. Just I've had like my worst one ever was like nothing can be ever that bad, and has never been that bad since. So, and it was like I was up in the Bay Area at this club, and it was a birthday party for
it's always a birthday.
East Oakland crowd, like birthday dude was there. He was wearing like gator skin shoes. I mean, he was doing it. But I had him for like the first 10 minutes, and then I used to do this joke that was like, I don't know, it just didn't hit, man. It was like, and I turned into a robot just trying to get through my other jokes. This dude like stood up out of his chair, like he hiked his pants up, stood up. He's like, "Motherfucker, you ain't funny." And hiked his pants back up and sat down, and just like, and everybody, it was crickets, homie. They're like, there was 2 nice ladies in the front row, and it was so quiet. They looked up at me and they were just like, "Baby, you look scared." You know?
They were saying this during your
everybody
set?
could hear it because it was so quiet. I was just like, So anyways, I carry that set with me up with me every time, man. Just to be like, oh, what's gonna happen?
My worst one was I was part of a college stand-up group, which is horrible already. Like, no one in there still does stand-up except for me. And we got called by this people could just call the school and be like, "Hey, we're looking for like stand-up comics." They're like, "Oh, we have a stand-up club. We'll get those people over." So we didn't know what the gig was, and we show up, and it was a children's beauty pageant, and everyone in there spoke Spanish and not English. Like it was 50% just Spanish and 50% bilingual people. So we went up, 3 comics in between. So while they're eating, like they did the children's beauty pageant, then they're about to announce the winner. So 3 comics go up. My 2 friends go up first and do 10. I'm supposed to do like 20. I'm like a year into stand-up. And there's a guy behind them very gently playing like merengue music, like very softly.
Oh, wow.
The DJ just keeps playing music.
During the set.
The set. So it's like, it's double bad. And then I go up, and the first thing I do is I turn around like, "Hey man, do you mind like turning the music down?" And he just does this and does not turn the music down. He just smiles and nods and doesn't turn the music down.
Sure, man.
Very, very similarly to your set in the middle, I had this joke about like participation trophies. And as soon as I started talking about it, I was like, kids get participation. This woman like very loudly is like, "Fuck that." And I was like, "Oh, you don't like participation trophies?" She's like, "No, I work for my money," and everyone claps for her. It's the first reaction the crowd had, and everyone's clapping for just this lady in the audience.
The pageant crowd?
Yeah, it was really, the pageant crowd. I haven't been invited back to the pageant.
What is something that a lot of people love but you just don't get?
Oh, man.
This is a controversial question. A lot of people love, but you don't get. There's so much stuff I don't get, but it's not because like it's bad. It's because I just don't understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I don't know.
I guess I've never connected with Taylor Swift's music, but that makes sense. It's not,
that's so crazy that did cross my mind.
Yeah.
But she has that one
Which one?
Shake it or shake it on.
Shake it off. I mean, they're catchy. They're catchy.
Yeah, so
they're catchy.
sometimes I'd be like, okay, what's
They're
up,
very
Sally?
catchy. Well, they connect. Like when people are crying, you're like, well, this isn't because of Shake It Off. You know what I mean? Like, in the audience, it's like this isn't a Shake It Off kind of cry. But yeah, I mean, it's also it's good because it's like you just go, oh, it's not for me. You know, you don't have to have any malice towards it. You're just like, yeah, Taylor Swift is just not marketed towards me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, which is fine.
I mean, like I don't hate on the stuff. Like I don't like something like the Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, we're gonna have problems, dude.
I don't hate on it, but I can't get into it.
understand.
I know
understand.
you love Dave Matthews, and I get it. Harmonica shit, like. But I just like, oh shit, okay, homie. I could do like one or two songs, and then the rest kind of sounds the same to me.
No, I listen to like the full live concerts, and when you're doing that, you have to understand you like this to a level other people just aren't gonna. You know what I mean? When you're listening to the live concerts, it's like they didn't even do. This is just like. This is a level that people aren't just gonna attack. So that's my Taylor Swift. Is Dave Matthews Band.
Okay.
What would you say your Taylor Swift is?
I don't know, homie.
Do you have anything that you really like? If you were to see it live, you would kind of like freak out a little bit.
Like if I were to see it live, like
Yeah,
just,
yeah. Or are you just too hard for that shit?
no. I mean, dog, if I saw like I don't know, I love going to concerts. I get like the chills, or I'll get teary eyed if somebody's like killing it hard. But I mean, dude, I got teary eyed at a Los Lonely Boys concert recently.
That
So
makes
yeah,
sense. That makes sense.
so I get it because homie was ripping it on some Texas blues shit, and I was like, oh, that's so tight, like. But,
You're still trying to. Oh, that's so fucking tight.
they're all brothers. I was just like, oh, dude, I was just like picturing them in the garage with their
goes
kids.
so hard.
Yeah, that goes so hard. That goes so fucking hard. Shit.
What's the dumbest thing someone has said to you after a show?
Dumbest thing?
You were my second favorite comic tonight.
I don't know, like dumbest thing is like, oh man, I don't know. I like when people give me ideas for jokes after they just saw me perform. It's like,
yeah.
I forget what this one dude said, but it was like I already forgot it, but it was just like a cheesy joke idea. And he's like, dude, use that next time, man. And I was like, yeah, all right, dude.
Those really go in one ear, out the other.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
people
yeah.
are giving you joke ideas. Some of them are funny to remember, just to be like, oh, that was so bad.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel like you've come a long way to just be like, oh, I know that one's not gonna work. Yeah. But the dumbest thing someone said to me after a show. Yeah, I was doing some show in Phoenix, like the Brea Improv for the first time, and it was me and my buddy Brad and John. And
Wait, the Brea Improv in Phoenix?
Brea Improv in Phoenix. Yeah. It was my first time, or not in Phoenix, in Brea, obviously. I don't get out a lot. I do a lot of Orange County stuff. I do a lot of San Diego stuff. No. But it was at the Brea Improv, and my friend Brad just like does crowd work and is so good at it, and so people will tend to like gravitate towards him, which is great. But this show was just I did so poorly up top because I was opening
So they
the
were
show.
not gravitating to
Well, because we were all standing in a line, which is never a good idea when one person does like particularly good. So like everyone's going straight up to him, and then me and my and the headliner's getting love too, and I'm just kind of standing off to the side.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, you were good too.
Fuck. And yeah, a woman came up to Brad and was like, "Yo, you were my favorite," and then like talks to him a little bit, and then turns and like notices me, and is like, you were my second favorite. Which is nice.
like,
It wasn't
thanks,
true
yeah,
either,
yeah.
but it was definitely nice. Yeah.
Dude, after that, I told you like that worst bombing story, which
Yeah.
is like a long time ago, and I'll still remember it. It took me like 3 weeks to recover from that, but I had the fucking audacity to hang out after the show. Like, it was all good. This dude walked up to me and he's all, practice. And then walked away. I was like, oh, thanks for coming.
When you were hanging out, where you're like maybe the lady's gonna come talk to me. Like, what was the idea there?
I don't know. I think deep in my head, I was like, I need to ride this all the way through, man.
you were
I need
thugging
to
that
wear
shit
this.
out. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking take
Dude,
this.
I couldn't even sleep that night, homie. I was like, it took me like 3 weeks to recover from
I've
that.
been there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
What inedible thing do you wish you could eat?
Inedible?
Inedible.
Dude, a microphone. They're always in front of my face. I'm like, I bet you this.
Throw a little hot sauce on it,
If
yeah.
you could make this like edible, that'd be cool. I don't know. What an
If you
edible
had like a
thing.
jaw or teeth that were capable of biting through it, that'd be crazy.
There's a dude who eats airplanes. Do you know about that?
No, what?
Yeah, there's a dude who ate an airplane.
Wait,
Look
ate
that
an
up.
airplane?
Do
Like,
we have
come
a, do we
on,
have a
man,
producer here to look that up for me? Yeah, there's like a dude who just eats like metal. He has some kind of like, I don't know what physical capabilities give it to him, but yeah, he's like a guy who can eat like inedible things, and he's famous for it. And he's
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn, homie, how does he even shit that out?
That's a good question. Guess what race he is though?
What?
White.
Yes. He just shits out like screws.
Yeah, he's
and
eating an airplane. It's like,
oh, there's a Phillips head.
yeah. He's listening to the Dave Matthews Band while he's in the airplane. But what inedible? I don't know. Nothing really comes too deeply to mind though. I've never really been hankering after an inanimate object.
Yeah, like where you wish you could eat it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gonna say like Play-Doh. I always want to eat it, but you could technically eat it.
You could
still,
technically
still
eat it, but you wish
survive,
it tasted a little better.
Yeah.
Oh, cleaning spray would be cool.
Oh yeah, that's
Dude, two on the window, one in the mouth. That'd be cool.
Oh, like the little the detergent pods. They
Of
look
course.
good. I mean, they're all colorful.
Yeah. Oh my
They're all
God.
colorful.
Of course.
And like,
Of course.
Looks like a candy.
I would love that.
If you could recast your favorite movie with comedians, who would be in it now?
Wait, like it has to be a
It
comedy.
doesn't have to
movie,
be a comedy. It can
No,
be
any
dramatic.
movie.
Wait, but you cast it with comedians.
With comedians.
It has to be your favorite movie, but
It
recast
can be
with
one
comedians?
of your favorites.
One of your favorites. What do you think?
I don't know. Man. Probably like the Goonies or something.
Yeah.
It'd be a funny ass cast.
Who would you put? Who would play Chunk in that?
Oh. Damn, I don't know. These are hard questions, man. Chunk. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, I guess that is a tough one.
I'm
Yeah.
like, who would play Chunk?
Tell me off camera who would
I'm
be
trying to think of
Chunk.
all the fat homies.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would want to do like
You know Simon Gibson, man. He might
yeah,
be a
of
good
course.
Chunk,
Oh, dude, Simon Gibson would be a great Chunk. Shout out
No
Simon,
disrespect,
dude.
Simon, you're the homie. Yeah.
I would want to do like do they have to be alive?
No.
Okay, good. Mission Impossible with Norm Macdonald, I feel would be really funny.
Oh, shit, hell yeah.
I'm not fucking jumping off of the plane. What the fuck? You're gonna fucking shoot a laser at me?
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Oh god.
Any what ability?
Any quality or ability. You wake up with it
Oh,
tomorrow.
any
What is
quality
it?
or ability?
Dude, there's so many that I don't have that I wish I did. Dude, playing the piano.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I've
Oh,
tried
man.
getting into playing the piano 1,000 times, and I have never ever gotten even close to like. I did get close a couple of times, and then you just go like, my phone's right there. And you just can't. It's so hard to like get away from it, dude. Like I can't. Yeah, I can't. But like I really try. I have like a keyboard in my closet. It's been in my closet.
Oh, for real?
for
Oh,
like
so you're kinda
2
like-
years. I went for it, but I just could never like make it gel. I've done a lot. I've done like singing lessons. Like I've tried. It doesn't. oh man. You know the most vulnerable thing in the world is like when your first singing lesson, the teacher is like, okay, try to do, and you realize like, oh, my voice just can't do that. Your voice is just unable to like make certain noise, and you don't think that.
How
'cause-
long did you take singing lessons for?
like 2 weeks before I got way too embarrassed. You think you're gonna get over it. You think you're gonna get over the embarrassment, and it gets worse and worse because eventually, like now you need to sing a song, and you're just sitting there, and this like lady is sitting there listening to you, and you're like, and I tried so hard, and you just can't do it. It's like, dude, it's brutal. It's so much different than an instrument because it's like your voice. It's so much more personal. So like failing at singing is just fucking, it rocks you, dude.
I know. I've always wished I could play the piano good, man. You do it. You take like a hot ass like. I mean, I don't like if you go on a hot date and you go to like, oh, there's a piano.
How often does that happen to you?
And then you just
Oh shit, there's a piano at this Buca de Beppo. I gotta start. Wait a minute.
know,
Baby,
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on
yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
You just start killing that buca de pepo, homie. Whoa,
I always thought it'd be so funny if like there's a piano, like at those restaurants, there's all those videos that are so cool where like there's a piano at the restaurant, a guy just starts like killing it, but instead you make a video where you go up to one of those pianos, like just 1 second, and they just play, you just start playing chopsticks on it. Yeah.
Be like, you like that bit? What's up?
But yeah, piano, man. We gotta learn piano. We gotta get on that. Do you play any instruments?
Nah, man.
Nothing.
I mean, I beatbox. That's about it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, let's go.
Oh, let's go. That's cool.
That's no Dave Matthews, but you know.
No, that's almost better.
If you weren't in comedy, what would you be pursuing?
Fuck. I'd probably be a carpenter, like my dad.
Oh, that's so funny. My dad did carpentry too.
Really?
Yeah, I would be in construction supply sales. So,
oh, damn.
Yeah. Because my mom was a bricklayer, and then she sells like construction supplies. I did one summer where I tried doing that shit, and you have to drive into the city with brick samples, and it was way too stressful. I can't stressful driving is way too much.
Oh,
for me.
you're driving like a big ass truck?
No, that's the thing. You drive like an SUV, but you have like like a pallet of bricks, like 300 bricks in like the back of it, so it's riding really heavy. And then you're just trying to find parking in Boston. I just couldn't take it.
Oh, in Boston? Oh,
yeah.
hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Have you driven out there before?
No, I don't want to drive out there.
It sucks, dude. It's like none of the roads make sense. It's not on a grid, so like you'll take a wrong left turn and you have to go like all the way around the city. It sucks. But I would be doing that.
With a pallet of bricks.
With a pallet of bricks in the back. Yeah. So like I really do think I would be doing that and would be really miserable doing it. Yeah. Did you do carpentry with your dad ever?
I did, yeah. When I was a youngster, I would go and like install like the hardware. Like, you know, like he did finished carpentry.
Oh, okay.
So like the house is already built kind of thing. He would go and do like the crown molding and shit like that. And I would go help him and put in like the hardware, like that, like the door handles and the hinges and all that shit.
Oh, that's cool.
And the door stops and just, you know, I just have my little belt.
It feels cool to have a belt, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you
and
you have boots and you're like, man, I get why people get like.
Yeah, and you get like that kind of.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, I don't, you know what? I don't think I want to help anybody. That's the feeling. It's like, oh, I get why they feel the way they do. I'm like, dude, you put a belt and a hard hat on, you're like, yeah, I don't want to pay taxes on that, dude. I don't want my taxes going anywhere. Those are mine. Yeah, no, I spent a summer assisting a carpenter, but he was doing like the real like renovation stuff. Mm-hmm. So when you're assisting those guys, I don't know if you ever had to do this, but you have to like just hold the beam in place while they're. Yeah. Dude, that shit sucks.
I had to do that with like drywall, like when you have to sometimes you gotta put it on the ceiling and you're like you have to like hold it up, dude. Your arms are like you can't even lift them the next day.
It's nuts.
And then there's fools that be doing that shit all day, every day for like 10 hours. It's like fuck.
How long do you do that for?
I don't know, years. It would be like like on the weekends or I was on summer break from school. And my dad would just. So
you were young.
He always had me working. Yeah. And then I worked at a hardware store for a while.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then that was about it.
Manual labor, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm Mexican, so it comes in my blood.
You know what's so funny in where I'm from in like New Bedford area is like there's not a high Mexican population, but there's like a pretty heavy like Portuguese population there, and it's so funny how like everyone will just sort of like it's like, oh no, these like what everyone says about Mexicans here, they say about Portuguese people there. It's so funny how they just like fit stereotypes into just different categories. Like, oh no, this is what we have. Like it's just so like.
So Boston's Mexicans are Portuguese.
not Boston, specifically like New Bedford, like that area, New Bedford,
yeah.
Fall River and stuff. Yeah, like that area is like very heavily Portuguese. So it's like, yeah, you just realize like, oh, it's all kind of like people just kind of make shit up and they put it on whatever group of people is around. They just like put it on them. It's really weird.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's weird.
What's the most annoying thing people do in public?
Most annoying thing people do in public. Oh, I mean mine, because I live in kind of this area. Dude, when people don't clean up after their dogs, when their dogs take a shit and they don't pick up the shit, dude, it freaks me. I don't know what it is specifically that makes people just kind of go like, yeah, this neighborhood's not worth it. But it bums me out. Yeah, it bums me out.
I went like on a park date with this I know one time with this girl and we were walking through the park, and she brought her dog, and her
Yeah.
dog was out eating. Her dog was just taking a shit, and I was like, "Yo," and she's like, "It's fine," you know. And she was like super cute, and like seemed like she was
Sure.
all like spiritual and like earthy and shit.
Yeah.
And then she lets that shit ride, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What?" And there was even like people that saw, and they're like, and I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry, I just met her. This is my first time meeting her," you know, like.
Oh, they were kind of putting it on you, like.
Well, yeah, well, because she kept walking, and then I like was, like, no, you know, and the people were like standing right there, and they were like, and I was like, you know, I didn't know what to do. I was
You
like,
gotta
"All
leave the
right,
scene of the
yeah."
crime, dude. At that point, yeah.
Then I had to continue walking with her though, so I
so
was like,
funny.
It was weird. That was the last time when I was like, I can't, you know. I felt like she was like, it was like hypocritical of her, you know, because she's like, oh, the universe, and
She's
you know.
it'll return to the earth. That dog shit, it'll go back. It's good for the soil,
Yeah,
which is not. But they're like, it's good for
Yeah,
the
no,
soil.
I mean, there's, who knows what's in that
It's
shit?
gross. It
Dogs
sucks.
eat, lick, and eat all kind of shit. Even though they say their mouths are pretty clean.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think some guy just said that, and people were like,
They're like,
"Yeah,
"Oh, yeah,
sure,
cool,
yeah."
yeah."
I feel like most things are just like, 'cause I've never looked into that. I've never really kind of checked that. Do you have any specific ones other than the dog one?
Yeah. I don't know. I hate it when people talk loud, like when they're
You would hate my family.
like, you know, when they'll be sitting like this.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
Oh
like,
my
you know.
god, dude, you would hate my family are the loudest people you've ever met in your entire. My uncle has been kicked out of several restaurants
Just for talking the
for
level.
talking
So
loudly.
not the content of what he was saying.
No,
just the level.
no. Well, that's not great either, but it's the level. Like, that's the funny thing about loud people. They're always saying the most fucked up shit. It's never like, yeah, my son got into college. No, it's always like horrible and like misogynist and shit. Yeah.
It's like, my son banged 3 chicks last night. Yeah. Whoa, bro. Yeah.
For some reason, the volume just gets turned up on that stuff. But yeah, no, we were having a breakfast one time, and he likes to eat at this golf course restaurant, which is a terrible idea for him. And these guys came up to him, dude.
Golf course restaurant for the loud homie.
This guy came up to him, and he was so nice. This dude was being so like he comes up to my uncle. My uncle's talking really loud to me. We're the only ones there, and then they're having a little party over here. The guy comes up and he's like, "Excuse me, man. Like, I'm so sorry. We're having a party and you're just talking a little loud. So if you don't mind, like, keeping it down a little bit." And I was walking away. My uncle's like, "I think I'll talk how loud as I fucking want." Like, just so like just goes right after. I'm like, dude, we're at a golf course.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's a loud people I come from. Yeah, it's a very loud people.
What do you think everyone should try once?
Oh.
Mushrooms.
You know what? I'll probably second that. I think minus like maybe there's some people I'm like, you're good with whatever you're seeing now. But like I think there's a heavy percent might as well try it.
Yeah.
Favorite restaurant? What makes it so good?
I like actually right in Hollywood, Marouche. Have you ever been there? It's a Middle Eastern restaurant. It's so good. And it's good because it's like, it has the trappings of like a good local restaurant where like there's a guy who's just always sitting in the corner, and it's the same guy, and he's there every time you go. He's never really working. He's just sitting there. That I feel like that you want like staple people at a restaurant, like a
Okay.
neighborhood restaurant. What do you
Yeah.
have? What's your favorite local one?
I don't know. I would say I like Leo's Taco Truck, man. It's not like a sit-down spot, but it's always there for me, and it's good.
In your time of need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like multiple ones, you know. There's one like mid-city, I think it's the main one, but there's one in on Western and I think Western and Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah, Western and Hollywood Boulevard. It's like in that shoe thing parking lot, but they have a separate Pastor station like out from the truck.
That rocks.
And they just like boom, shave it off right
Are they
there.
open
It's
super
good.
late?
Yeah, they're open late. And there's one there. There's one by my family's house in Pacoima too, in the Target parking lot.
Oh, are you
So
from
I'm like,
Pacoima?
oh, it's consistent. Yeah. What's up?
I used to work in Pacoima.
Really?
Yeah. I used to work at a factory up there.
Oh yeah.
We
There's
put-
like that industrial part
Yes.
with all the warehouses and stuff.
We
yeah,
put together
San Fernando.
the LED screens they see in like concerts. You know, they have like those big LED screen walls. We would put those together and they would ship them out to the
Put
concert.
them together in the warehouse there?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
and
crazy.
I lived in Reseda at the time, but I was like, oh, it's all the Valley. Before I moved here, I was dumb. I was like, oh, Reseda and Sun Valley, they're like so close to each other. And it's like an hour and a half there.
Yeah, the
hour
Valley's
and a half back.
The Valley's huge, man.
So big.
It's so funny too. I was always laugh at that because like in like media, if you don't know, if you're from like not here, and then you hear the Valley, and it's like portrayed as like, oh, Valley girls.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, there's a whole fucking.
Oh yeah.
There's a grip of fucking Mexicans in the Valley.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a pre-show ritual?
Oh. Not really, actually. I feel like when I was younger, because I was so much more nervous, I would do more stuff. But, like, the more time I do stand up, the less I kind of have to do to prepare.
Yeah. I second that. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll try to, like, I should, like, just, like, breathe and do some stretching or some shit.
Oh,
I used to, like, get fucked up, but not, like, crazy, but now I just like breathe and do some stretching and be like, all right, let's go.
Was that like a habit for you? Like you would kind of have to get fucked up to get on
in
stage?
In the beginning,
yeah,
for sure.
A lot of people have that. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be like drunk,
sure,
or wasted, but definitely like
one or two,
couple shots or fucking. All right, let's go. What's up, y'all?
I'm kind of weird and like not even necessarily in an earthy crunchy way, but I do weird shit sometimes. And when I was like. My first couple sets at Potluck at the Comedy Store, I was so because you see your name on the list and you start like shaking. I was so nervous. At the time I was doing this like weird breathing technique that it kind of sounds like you're hyperventilating, and I would do it in the morning because no one can see you in the morning.
I thought you were doing it like at the Comedy Store.
Okay,
right?
so I got so nervous that I went to the stairwell when you go up to the belly room. No one was in the belly room, so I go to that stairwell and I sit down and I start like doing the breathing things. I didn't know someone was up in the belly room, and this Luke Schwartz, who's he's the door guy who's like he's like really bust balls. I'm like doing the breathing technique, and I just feel this hand, and I turn around and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I have to do stand-up. Like, yeah, man, just do your jokes. What are you doing? I just got so nervous that I was like, I'll just do that.
You're putting way too much on it. I've been there, though, man. Yeah. Like, oh, man, I remember I used to get nervous as hell. A bunch of anxiety and just, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's all, I still get, you get the little butterflies. Like I'm getting on a roller coaster, though, like, here we go, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels a little better when you have some, you know it's not, there's a good chance it won't go horribly, you know? But yeah,
for sure.
Who is your celebrity crush, and what would be your opening line with them if you ran into them at a bar here in LA?
I gotta be honest with you. There's no way I would talk to. There's a few names, and there's no way if I see them at a bar, no way. No, and I'm just being honest. I wish I could sit here and be like, dude, I'd go up there, man. I'd be like, what are you drinking? I'd be like, if I had a tail, it'd be wagging right now. But
oh my god, that's so sweet.
Oh my god, that's the cute. But no, I probably wouldn't go up to them.
If I had a tail, it'd be wagging right now.
If I had a tail, it'd be wagging right now.
I'm gonna use that. Over
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Mija? If I had a tail right now, it'd be wagging.
Damn, that's so much cooler than what I said. Fuck.
Oh man, my longtime celebrity crush since I was a kid was Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
But I actually met her one time. I served her. I used to work at the Raisin Stark bar in the LACMA in the museum, and she came in and she was there. It was like, dude, I think like it's Henry Rollins and like Pierce Brosnan were at this table.
That's cool.
But she was there, and I was just like with her, like, oh shit. And we served like bread, like just for the right when people sit down, it was like fresh baked bread. And I had to put it in front of her, like that's where she was in the table, and I dropped it down, and she looked at it, she's like, "Fuck!" Like that was her first words. It was an F-bomb, homie, in front of all these hoes. I was like, "Yes!" I was like, "Oh gosh, I want to do all the things."
That's a great reaction out of Salma Hayek.
She's like, "Fuck, bread."
Oh my God, she likes bread.
Yeah.
She likes bread too.
Keep it together. But she was like super nice, and I was just like, oh gosh, I love you even more.
Yeah.
But I didn't like. Obviously, I wouldn't talk to her.
Yeah, dude.
I was like bussing her table.
You got a
and
couple
shit.
of fucking cowards over here. Hell yeah, dude.
So obviously, I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
What changes have improved your life so much you wish you started sooner?
Oh man.
Who?
I think listening to people, which I'm not perfect at, but for so long I had such an anxiety about like I'm not connecting with people, and I would always be like, oh, it's because I'm not cool enough, I'm not in shape enough, I don't have enough like skills or whatever. And then as I got older, I kind of realized, oh no, it's like the opposite. I'm just not paying attention to like the other person enough. Like I didn't spend enough time really like talking to the person because I was so wrapped up in my head about like I hope they like me, I wasn't listening to them. I realized that like kind of recently. It was really like a game changer in my life. So I would say listening.
Nice.
It's tough.
I guess for me, on that end, like therapy and shit.
Yeah.
That was like never part of our lives or my family. My mom and dad were like didn't have no money or we didn't have insurance. Like therapy was just not a thing for us. Like even just like in our community as a whole. But I started going like a couple years ago. Now I'm like gotten to a spot where I'm processing all this childhood trauma, this and that. And I'm like 43. I just turned 43 yesterday, you know. So I'm like, fuck, man, I'm already in my 40s. I should have done this shit. I should have done it when I was 30. But you know, I guess everything comes with its timing and stuff. So now, like, it's like changed my whole how I feel about myself, everything.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll just be like, fuck, man.
What made you go in?
Probably because I felt like I was fucking losing my shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh yeah, I have insurance.
Yeah, you forget it exists sometimes. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, then I went and I was like, you know, I started getting better at it, and then you know, because it was hard, you can't get that shit out right away. You gotta get the okay. Oh, there it is.
No, I started going to this place. You know how you can like go to a barber school and get a really cheap haircut. If you go to a bar, they do that with therapy too. Yeah. I go to one of those where it's like a student, but it's kind of cool because they're like sort of your age, so they sort of understand stuff a little bit better on that level. But,
right.
And also they haven't been like beat down by like 1,000 clients in the past, so they're still kind of like, oh, I can help you.
They're still ambitious about it. Like, this is my dream job.
So it's nice. Yeah.
You get to the OGs, they're like, okay, so how you doing?
Oh, wow.
Still hate yourself? All right.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh, Dad hit you. Big surprise.
What jobs would you be terrible at?
Dude, every one of them.
Yeah, anything to do with math, I'll probably fuck all that up.
I worked a front desk job once. Like I was like basically a I forget what you call it, like the person who greets people at a business and stuff.
Oh, host or
like something like that. But dude, I was horrible. Receptionist. I was so bad because I kind of like when I'm stressed or I'm not like I really can't. It's hard for me to be like, oh, hey, like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. So people would come in for like a meeting and I'd be like, yeah, hey, what's up, dude? Like, I'm in the middle of something right now. So that one I was horrible at. But I've been pretty bad at almost every job I've had.
Oh, really?
Yeah, almost ever. I really liked, I worked for a municipal maintenance department and I really liked that. But that was just mostly because I wasn't working with people as much. I was just like weed whacking and shit. Like that was cool, but that's about it.
Oh, okay, cool,
how about you?
Like what like a job we've had that we were
It
bad
doesn't.
at, or?
What do you imagine you being the absolute worst at?
I don't know, like a judge. I feel like I would suck at that. I'd be like, all right, well, you're not gonna do it again, right? Like,
I'm trusting you this time, dude. Come on, man.
Wait, I don't think he did it. Oh, yeah, he says he didn't do it.
Pinky promise. You pinky promise. You shake his hand right
put
now.
It on your mom? You swear on your mom, homie. All right, but I believe him.
That's a good quality, man. I think you'd be a great judge, actually. Yeah, honestly, we need more of that.
What is something you wish other comedians would stop doing?
I I don't have. I honestly, I don't have a lot of. I feel like whenever because it's very tempting to like, you know, start being like, oh well, they should be doing this, and this person's like not doing the. You can get so wrapped up in your head, you're like, I'm not a fucking coach. I don't know. I haven't figured it out either. I have no clue.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Everybody just does their thing. I'm not like, it's like obviously, I don't know. Being a Latino comic, I wish that it still hasn't passed yet. There's still some that do it, especially the newer ones where they'll come out, especially if it's a Latino crowd. They'll be like, "Where are my Latinos at?" You know where they're at, man. It's like if we could stop doing that.
There was, I think this trend has kind of passed, but there was a thing where, and I don't know what started it, but every single white dude would go on stage and say, I'm sorry I look like a lesbian. And I don't know what but that was such a big thing. Like any white guy with like semi-longer hair would say they looked like a lesbian. I'm not even saying people should stop doing that. I was just confused because I think it was like 2016, 2017. I was like, why is everyone... It would be one of those things where, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but on a lineup, you'd see two comics do essentially the exact same joke, but one of them didn't see the other one. So, like, I saw that a couple times where, like, two different white guys would be like...
They touch the same topic.
Yeah, I look like a lesbian, I know. And it's like, how...
Oh, shit, on the same lineup.
On the same lineup, yeah.
Oh, man.
I've seen that happen a couple times, yeah. It's odd. So
did they look like lesbians?
No, they're just like they weren't like I don't know buff or anything. They just looked normal. They were just like they were just white guys with kind of long hair and hoodies, and they were like, yeah, I look like a lesbian. It's like,
where's my lesbians at?
Do you not know any lesbians?
You just won $1 billion. What are you still not buying?
Oh, a yacht, dude. Fuck yachts. Yachts suck. I hate the idea of a yacht. It's just, dude, so much maintenance and stuff.
Yeah, the maintenance is a thing. But if you have $1 billion, right?
That way. I like land too much, man. I don't need to be a seafaring guy. I don't know. Yeah, I would say yacht. Definitely never getting a yacht. 10 years from now, I'm just like, fuck. I don't know what I was thinking.
Frank, you like my new boat shoes?
Frank, come on board. Oh, Frank.
You don't even call me Frankie anymore. Frank, you want to go on the yacht this weekend? We're going to have a stand-up show on the yacht. Shit, man, I don't know what I would. Let me see. Maybe like a Lamborghini or something. I wouldn't get that.
Yeah.
I'm more of a cruiser.
I hear those are tough to drive.
Yeah.
I hear a Lamborghini is tough, which is such a poor guy thing to say about a Lamborghini.
I would get, yeah. Really
that guy's having a terrible time, right?
But like, I'm not into that shit. Like, I like driving fast, but not where it's like fucking, you know what I mean? Like that car feels like you have to drive it fast. Like you can't just cruise it.
What's the dream? What's the dream car?
Dream car?
Yeah.
Me? Shit. Right now, I'm looking at looking for a '65 Impala.
Oh, that rocks.
Because my dad had one growing up, and he sold it, and I wish he still had it. But, we're rebuilding one of his lowrider trucks right now. But I want to get that 65, man. That's kind of like my dream car because, I remember my dad having one when I was little, and it's kind of like, all right. But
there's a nostalgic aspect to it that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And just to, like, fucking refurbish, I could just rebuild, like, a car, make it all dope and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The old school shit is my jam. But, I like nice cars, too. Like... Those, you ever been in a G-Wagon? Those Mercedes ones?
I never have,
Dude, those motherfuckers are like almost $300,000.
Yeah.
And
they're ridiculous. Like a tax write-off because of their weight. That's why a lot of rich people have them.
What?
Yeah. Their weight takes them into this like different class of car where like there's certain tax exemptions for them.
Fuck.
I know. It's like
fuck.
Yeah. No, that's like base level like rich person like trickery. Like how they can like donate paintings.
Well, if you're gonna spend that much on a car, you deserve a tax break.
Right. Damn, Republican Frankie, baby, I love this shit. Now listen to me. I've worked hard.
But dude, I looked them up. I didn't realize they were that expensive. I was like, holy shit, man.
It's crazy.
That's fucking crazy for
Yeah.
a car. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Positive
You have to
vibes.
eat 10 pounds of any food in one sitting. What are you eating?
10 pounds?
10 pounds.
Fuck. I'm trying to think like, what's dense? Because like, what does 10 pounds of spaghetti look like? That's pretty big.
Pretty
right?
huge, yeah. Man,
Like
10 pounds.
10 pounds of pizza? How many slices?
Oh,
is that?
10 pounds of pizza would destroy you. Dude.
Oh, yeah, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
10 pounds of pizza would be gnarly. I think you'd have to, this is a really boring answer, but you'd have to go with something bland. I think like white rice would be the easiest bet.
What?
Something like that, yeah.
But that's a lot. because
And the
white rice
volume is very high.
light.
No, you're right. The volume is
Because
really
in
high.
my head,
with
I'm
white
like,
rice.
okay, what about like steak or like?
Yeah, something
But
simple.
that would be, fuck. That's a hard one, man. 10 pounds. I wish I had a little scale right here.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I have something to put on it. Bring the spaghetti.
I don't know, man. You get burnt enough by eating a lot of food, and you kind of chill out. I feel like I'm just starting to get to the age where I'm like food. I'm starting to actually consider what I'm like eating. 'Cause for a long time, I was just like, yeah, I'll have
yeah.
Thai food
whatever.
at 2 a.m. Let's do it.
Oh, dude,
and now it's
I
gone.
can't. It'll ruin my next day. I'm
Yeah.
in my 40s now, man. Like
Yeah.
if I eat fucking late night, whatever, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
Yeah.
Just, go, live.
Go. Get out of here. I don't want you anymore.
What about like menudo? I'll probably try to eat 10 pounds of menudo because I feel like that's heavy.
Oh God, what is menudo?
It's like a soup. It's like a soup. It's like a
Okay.
hangover cure. but
That's smart.
It has
yeah.
like fucking pretty much like the lining, stomach lining of pigs and shit. Like,
You go with 10 pounds of that?
but it has like hominy too. You know hominy? They're like
Yeah.
the little bean things. And then and then it's pretty much like stomach lining from pig. But it's like it's good though, dude. It's fucking tender and like chewy and shit. But like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not for everybody, obviously.
Hey, can we get 10 pounds of menudo? in
Yeah.
here, please?
But I feel like I might be able to handle that.
Yeah.
What's the worst date you've been on?
Oof, man, so many. Oh, fuck. I told this story before, but when I was in college, I wasn't really drinking, and I got set up on the state with a guy, and like my friend set me up with this girl who was in a sorority, and I show up to the date, and we're at like a restaurant, which rookie mistake. You should have just gone to like a bar or something. But we sit down, and the waiter comes, and she orders. She's like, "Oh, I'll have like wine." And I'm like, "Oh, I'll just have water." And she was like, "You're not gonna drink?" And I was like, "Oh no, I actually don't drink." And she goes, "Ew."
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
she just goes, "Ew."
Ew.
I left before a drink came.
Wow.
Yeah, left before a drink
That's how
came.
she's coming at you.
Yeah. I really did not appreciate that energy. But it was good to learn. Like you can just leave.
Yeah.
You can just go. Yeah.
I've been like, I'm sober right now, but like it was like
That's why you look so young. I was wondering.
Oh no, but I've done a shit ton of drugs. I mean, that's why I'm sober. But no. I've been in that situation. I've been on a date and like the girl's uncomfortable that you don't drink.
Right.
And it's like, come on, man. If they can't get over it, then it's like
It's
whatever.
tough,
It's like,
yeah.
You can still be fun, and you still want to, have sex. But I would say that, man. But yeah, I learned that too early is to not do first dates like commit to like a meal or you
Dude,
commit to a restaurant.
It's such a young guy mistake.
Yeah, that's why. Like even with that girl, I was like, "Yo, let's meet at the park, go for a walk," and then she lets her dog shit right there. Okay, cool, I'm done. So, I didn't have to commit to buying her a meal, nothing. Homie, like, all right, you know.
Did you have any like particularly bad ones back in the day?
Yeah, I mean, I remember this one girl was like, she wasn't even like, not to put it on like base it off looks or whatever, but I was like, she was like cute, but not like, oh my gosh. And I thought the date went good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went like said goodnight to her, and I just went for a peck on the lips, and she's like, nah. And then she didn't say nah. Nah. But I was like, oh shit. And then she just like, I don't know, man. That's not an example of a bad date. It just
Right.
actually went good, but then she never hit me up again. And I
Sure.
like texted her A couple days later, nothing
And she
back.
was like,
so I'm like,
nah.
I was like all in my head, like, what did I do? Like, what was
Right.
it? Was it that one thing? Was it that thing? Like, it's like overanalyzing it.
It's hard not to think like that, but a
Yeah.
lot of the time, it's so funny because a lot of times, like I've been on dates where like I just didn't really message the girl like a lot after and didn't really click after, and a lot of the times it's not even because the date went. A lot of times it's like where I am in life or whatever. I need to take a break, and it's so funny that whenever that happens to you, you're immediately like, it's because I fucking suck and I'm stupid, but then you actually like experience on the other end, you're like, oh no, it doesn't mean anything about the other person.
Yeah, you can't take it personal.
Yeah, you can't take it
dude, I did go on one date where this girl was like, I was like, oh, you want to go dancing? Like, da da da. She's like, yeah, dancing. And then we went, homie. She was the most uncoordinated, like, no rhythm ass. Like I was like embarrassed. It was like people were looking like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, she was just like,
yeah.
and, and I'm like, like dancing, and she was like,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like, I couldn't even get my freak on, nothing. So, oh shit, you're like going into like a fucking washing machine or something.
Like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. She just like going back and forth, like people dancing next to us, like, oh, like.
And she
man,
was
it
into
so
the idea
awkward.
of dancing. She was like, yeah, let's go dancing.
It was so funny because we remained friends, and like I swear, like a year later,
yeah,
she just like finally she admitted it to me. She's like, dude, I can't dance, and I'm like, why the fuck were you all excited about going dancing at one time? She's like, I don't know, I
respect that, dude. That's a soldier. She was like, fuck, I'll do it. Why not? Yeah.
And then just.
Oh my god, dude, doing her best.
Oh, dude,
that's rough.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
It was just an awkward moment, because I didn't know her that good. Yeah, so I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah.
If you're both like professional dancers, going on a dance the first date is good, but if not, man, you're taking a big risk.
Right.
That is risky. I would be. Oh yeah, I have no confidence dancing at all. Like I went on a date like recently to this concert, and like my date was awesome, and then the band started playing and she started like dancing, which I'm used to standing at a concert like
so she started dancing, like,
I was like, oh no.
Oh god.
No, and literally the whole time like I'm trying to dance, and there's like second chunks that I get into, and I'm like, oh, I'm actually dancing, and then I'm looking around, I'm like, I bet these people think I'm fucking stiff. Like I couldn't.
That guy's so stiff
I could not get out of my head about like other people perceiving me dancing poorly. I just couldn't get over it. So like the whole time, like I'll start doing a move, and then I'm like, no, never mind.
Oh, people hate that.
Yeah. like they're actually like they're looking at me, which they're not.
So she would just dance. Wait, was it Dave Matthews? Or she was
Dude, oh no, I would be going after it. I would be leading the dance at Dave Matthews. Yeah. No, this is Ant Marching Baby. Get over here. No, this was like a cool I was already kind of it was like a cool concert, like a younger crowd, and then like when she started dancing, I was like, oh fuck, shit. These teenagers.
Wait, so it wasn't even that you couldn't dance. It's just because you were just so self-conscious that like people are gonna
it was
think
probably
you
a little
dance.
bit of both. Like,
Okay.
I haven't practiced it
you
at
look
all.
like you could move
I
a little
appreciate
bit,
that.
yeah.
Maybe a little bit, but nothing. The pressure, dude. You can do when no one's like judging you. It's so different for me personally.
Yeah.
Some people, I feel like there's no real barrier. Like they can get up, and having a crowd, not having a crowd doesn't really make a difference with them.
Yeah.
I have to. It takes a lot for me to like get over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, that was I think I was probably the girl on the date that you had. I was just fucking. And she was such a good dancer, and I was like, "You just tone it down, fucking tone it down a little bit." Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite. That was like probably one of my strengths too, in like dating or getting at girls.
Dude, that's huge. That's
and then if you vibe with them, then it brings out that physical chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, what's up?
Was there like a lot of dance? Like, are your family like big dancers?
Oh
like,
yeah. My mom and dad are like diehard like music fans, like specifically old school funk.
Yeah,
they went to like Rick James's funeral.
My
sister's name is Tina Marie. Tina Marie's like an OG. Old school funk artist.
Yeah.
She's white actually, but she got like white girl with soul.
Hell yeah!
But my mom named her daughter after her. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
But they're all about dancing.
Yeah,
like, that was like my mom's thing.
Yeah, no, Irish family. I've never seen my
we
family.
don't dance.
Yeah. I've never seen my family move in joy at all. It's all even. And I don't even think I've seen someone do like a thumbs up in my family, let alone dancing.
They're like, what are you doing?
What's a joke you've recently heard that you wish you wrote?
with me, it's always like anything Dion Cole writes. Dion, I am
Dion's
such
a homie,
I am
dude.
such a huge. Every time he tells a joke, I'm like, it's so like perfectly simple. The one he does about taking pictures with guys who are tough. And they're standing like this, but he didn't know, so he was like this, and he's like, it looked like I asked for a picture with you guys. Like, dude, that one, I listen to it, I'm like, fuck, that's so funny. And it's so perfect. Like, yeah, anything he writes usually, I'm like, God damn it, that's so good.
I would say there's a homie of mine, Corey Lacase. He's like, he has this joke, man. He's been doing it for a while, but it's just such a good joke to have in the pocket. He's like, somebody in this room. He'll be on stage and he's like, somebody in this room has the biggest dick out of all of us in here. That's just a fact, And then he's like, there's probably a girl in here that's squeezing her man's hand right now, like thinking it's definitely him. And then it just like breaks the ice with the crowd.
Yeah.
And and then he's like, it's not me. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. And it's so So it's like it hits all those spots.
Yeah.
Kind of being vulnerable, like humility, but it's like
There were people from like my old scene. Like you ever when you were like coming up to do a lot of like open mics and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever have like a person at an open mic where like they might not have like blown up in any way, but they have this just like that one joke where you're like, fuck, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Every now and like there's this I think she does still just it's very funny, but she's in Western Mass. Her name is Molly Hines, and she has just this joke where she's like people tell me I have a magnetic personality. When I'm at a party, I am on the fridge, and I'm just like, it's such a perfect joke. And she's so funny. But like when I left Western Mass, I never saw her again. But that joke it's been like 7 years, and that joke is just still in my head.
Yeah.
I love that about jokes. And sometimes they can just like fucking stay in your head.
Yeah. You remind me of there's a homegirl, Emily Heller. She's like writes on a lot of stuff. I think she writes on Barry. But we came up together. She had this joke where she's like, this dude came up to me and he's like, man, you're so hot. I want to fuck the shit out of you. And she's like, that's great because I've been backed up for weeks. And that just always killed me, dude. I was like, gosh, that's so good.
That's so good.
Worst fad you were into?
Worst what?
Fad.
Fad?
You were
Oh,
into.
dude, mullet and mustache, easy. Easy. It's horrible. Yeah. No one likes it anymore.
This fool went present on it.
Yeah. No, 1,000%.
Shit. It looks good, the homie, with
thanks,
the
bud. I
shirt too. You
appreciate
know what I
that.
mean? It's like, okay, I get
I
it.
try to match the outfit to the horrible hair decision, but yeah, no. I don't know. I wasn't big into fad. Were you like a big fad kid? Like, did you get into them when you were younger?
The one thing, I mean, I'm older, but I don't know if you guys remember the muscle pants. They were like like MC Hammer pants.
Yeah,
they had,
yeah. Those were cool. I fuck with
they would
those.
get like big right there, and just it was like breakdancing shit. Like,
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like Zumba or Zuba pants or something like that. They had like there was a name to like a brand of them
Yeah,
that
I don't
were
remember
really
the
cool.
brand.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking. Yeah. I used to do that.
I love those. No, that's cool. But no, I was never like a huge into which is it's exactly I'm realizing now it's exactly as dorky to be like, no, I don't like any fat. And it's like sometimes you see a fat and you're like, I like that.
Yeah, like that's pretty dope.
That's pretty dope, yeah. And a lot of times people get stopped by being like, well, I don't want to play into a fad. And it's like, just do what you want to do. Like, yeah. But I was like that for a while.
There's always somebody that's like, no, I'm gonna be different.
Yeah.
But you're not doing it because you don't like it. You're just doing it because so I could be.
It's just as annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you wish you had more time for?
Oh.
Chilling.
Fucking hanging out.
Yeah.
No, the sad reality of this question is I think I have time for this. I just don't do it. You know what I mean? I think I have time for all the stuff I want to be doing. I just I'm on my phone too much or whatever. Like I just don't. I wish I like meditated more and did that kind of stuff, but I just can't really.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's like, I'll be on it sometimes. I'll be like, all right, 10 minutes every day.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes is nothing.
No.
Yet we still are like, oh, fuck, we didn't have time.
It's because you're afraid of it. And you know it's good for you. That's such a funny thing is like your brain does really like make justifications for you to not do stuff that you know is good for you, but you're just like, but I really have to send these text messages, so I'll get to that. Like, you never do. It's like, it's 10 minutes. But yeah, that I think it's good to have that kind of resistance, but yeah, I can never like get consistent with that sort of thing.
That's the thing is consistent. Cause I'll be on it for like a month and I'll kind of phase out like, oh, I'm good. Like,
Did
And then I was
did that start with like therapy?
pretty much.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I always prayed, but like,
It counts.
yeah, not like, meditate like, just.
My dad used to do the rosary, and like I realized.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I realize now.
Shit, my grandma's, yeah.
Yeah, I realize now it's like that's kind of like you'd say
Yeah,
a
it's a
prayer instead of a
meditative
mantra,
thing,
but it
yeah.
is kind of a mantra. It's like that is like a form of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Cause I kind of, I was like, man, you're just saying the same prayer over and over again. But then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, I get it. It's like a.
you get to
it
like that kind of repetition. Yeah.
Yeah.
You Freaky Friday into the president for 24 hours starting right now. What's the first thing you do?
Like the president.
The president, Joe Biden.
I would just want to be seeing what he's doing with my body, dude. I would.
He'd be here in front of Frankie.
No, I'd be so happy for him. I'm like, dude, run free finally, dude. You're good now. Like you can like finally go on like a good walk and stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he could lift weights. Like I would want to see what he's doing with me. I take a nap. I take a big nap.
Shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, what does that mean?
You're Joe Biden right now.
Oh, that's what that means, Freaky Friday?
Freaky Friday, yeah.
To like become that?
You swap bodies.
Swap bodies.
So
Oh,
you,
shit.
you here would be Joe Biden, and then you'd be in Joe Biden's body.
Oh, fuck.
I think the question is supposed to be like, what would you do as president? But like for a day, what are you gonna do as president? Like,
Yeah. I'll probably give out some free shit or something.
yo, Joe Biden's on the
throw
block.
a party at the White House. Yeah.
Everybody come through.
Yeah, just have like a lowrider car show in the White House lawn and
Oh,
shit.
I didn't know Joe Biden had so many Mexican friends. This is crazy.
Yeah, fuck, yeah, that'd be it, man. That'd be sick.
That'd be cool. That would be cool. Joe Biden should make that switch before the next election, dude.
Who makes you laugh the hardest? And what was the hardest you remember laughing with them? Or at them? This is the last question.
That's such a good one.
Like, it could be whatever, right?
It'd be whoever.
Wait, who makes you laugh the hardest? And then what was the second
Hardest
part?
you remember laughing.
Oh, shit, dude.
I had this buddy Max, and he's like a nurse now, and he lives in New York. And in high school, and I'll still call him on the phone sometimes. He's still just the funniest, effortlessly, just the funniest guy ever. He would do shit that was like, it's almost hard to explain to people because it's sort of an in the moment thing. But he would do stuff in the moment that I still think about. That was one time we were just hanging out, like 17-year-old kid, like we're playing video games, and he just looks at the clock, and it's 11:11. He goes, 11:11, about to get my wish on. Like he just said like the dumbest shit. Like just about, and I still think about like about to get my wish on. I say when I see when the clock goes 11:11, I still think 11:11, about to get my wish on.
That's funny as well.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I would say for me, my mom makes me laugh so much, but
Oh, that's good.
like, yeah, she's funny.
What
as
does she
fuck,
do?
man.
What's her?
Oh, I just talk shit. Really.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know. That's all like she got through life, you know. She was like the oldest of all her siblings. Grew up in the projects. Like every reason to be angry at the world, but laughter is like her thing and talking shit.
Yeah.
She would always talk shit, even as a kid. You know, she would tell me like, "Oh, you know,
Dude,
like,
vicious
oh, you think
shit
you're tight because
talkers.
you got rollerblades?" And like she's talking shit to me, like,
Like
and I'm like, "You bought these."
vicious shit talkers really can like get you through a day, dude. Like when like you're having a rough day and someone just starts going in on somebody that you've been having problems with, you're like, it's like a fucking massage, man. It's so funny how that works.
Dude, I know, right? And you know, that's that real love. Yeah. But dude, so one of my good friends, Craig Robinson, who I was toured with for like 6 years, we have like all these inside jokes. Like me and the homie Todd Rex, we toured together. But like we were into this thing called, we just made up a thing called booty dogging, which is like, you could go up to someone and just kind of like, booty dogging.
Throw the ass at them,
but we started doing it to like objects and then like this, and then like this storefront, like it was like this. I don't know, like this older women's clothing store. We were in Houston.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget this, man. And he was walking up to like booty dog this store. But then there was like a little curb. It was like a pedestrian street, but there was like a curb. And we had just ate like at this like Creole like spot, and he had some leftover gumbo like in a plastic bag. But he goes to like booty dog the store, and he kind of like stumbles on the curb. But then he's like starts walking fast. It was like a cartoon, dude. And then like we think he's playing.
Yeah.
He's like going like this. We're like, oh, he's playing. But then the upper half of his bike starts getting lower and lower. We're like, oh
yes,
shit.
yes,
So he
yes.
fucking turns and he slams up against the window of the store, and then he falls back.
The
And
gumbo.
The gumbo falls perfectly underneath him, and he lands on the gumbo and goes pop. There's like gumbo juice everywhere. He's like on his back, and we're just like, oh shit, dude. And like this couple is across the street. They come like, oh, can we get a picture? They didn't see that he fell. They just thought he was
so
like, dude.
funny.
We were dying, homie, for like, I would pay so much money to get a video of that, but like it was like one of those things. It was like. We were like on the flight back, and me and Todd just start laughing, and we know what we're both laughing about. He's like sitting, in a different row, but it was like for like 2 weeks, dude. I was just like laughing out loud thinking about that, just like that comical fucking perfect. You couldn't script that shit. Like, it was just like
you can spend so much time like trying to write a joke and trying to be the at the end of the day,
Yeah.
a fall and a fart. It's like those
Dude,
are
yeah.
a fall and a fart, a good place fall and a good place fart, and it's like there's never any. You're never gonna be able to write something like that. We can do our best.
Yeah.
But those are it's the pinnacle.
dude, you could have tried that 1,000 times. Like for the bag to pop, too, like to pop, and then he's like, boom, and then gumbo juice, and you just like laid on the ground, like you gotta be fucking
That's
kidding me,
so
We're like,
good.
once we knew he was okay,
Yeah.
we just started dying.
A bunch of seagulls just start eating the gumbo. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best.
But yeah, farts, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
Thank you guys for doing the show.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I like how the final thought fart.
Yeah, but yeah, farts, man. All right.
Great media, man.
Hey, nice to meet you too, homie. Yeah.